Our live show went perfect, and I won't hear anything else. Reddit on Wiki starts now.
Get therapy.
What's going on, Wikimaniacs? As we're recording this, it's before our live show, but I'm just putting good energy out into the air. You know,
we are.
It's your boy Josh here, hosting a Monday episode with my boys John and Sean. How's it going? How is Toronto? How was the live show?
Sean revealed a lot of skin.
Yeah, he got naked.
Yeah, it went perfect. Us and all 150 ticket holders crumbed simultaneously at once. It was insane. Synchronized crumbing at the live show.
We set a Guinness
guaranteed.
record.
Make sure you buy that replay. It is insane when it happens.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's before the live stream as we're recording this, but hopefully everything went well. We appreciate everyone who came. I'm sure.
We really appreciate the ones who came with the simultaneous crumbing.
I'm sure, you know, this coming Friday's episode will have more as we will be recording that after the fact, or actually during. That one will be an in-person recording.
That will still be before the live show.
That will still be before the live show, but we will be in person.
We're really putting a lot of faith that this shit is going to go well. Huh?
Goes terribly. We come back 2 Mondays from now. Oh my, I'm so sorry.
The show is over. We've been canceled. We mentioned crumbing too many times in a 3-hour span. Nobody wanted it.
Sean did actually get naked. It did not go as well as we thought it would.
In a last-ditch effort to save the show, Sean tried to crumb.
First story, Smut immediately got kicked out by the venue.
He got nervous and crumbed everywhere. But yeah, we appreciate everyone who came. And then, you know, we recorded the live. I hope it all went well. I'm going to be editing that and then putting it for sale, hopefully sometime next week. So look out for that. If you went to the show, you will be getting a free copy of that. Just hold tight. We will be sending that.
You motherfuckers better not be sharing that shit.
Don't
Sean will find out.
I'm fucking sick of somebody already fucking blew it for the Patreon discount code. How dare you?
Oh my,
you know who you are.
We had one request.
But boys, is there anything else we want to shout out before we hit some stories today?
Reddit on wikishop.com, Reddit on wikishop.com. All the merch is available. And again, if you want other shit or things added to it, or if you want to design on another fabric or another kind of merchandise, let me know. I've made mugs for some of the old designs, done some zip-up hoodies, things of that nature. Somebody wanted 2 designs on one thing. Fuck it, I'll throw it on there. I don't care.
Oh my God.
Damn. I was going to say, I might wear a crop top on stage with one of our merch. See how it goes.
Whoa.
Do it.
All right, let's hit the first story of the day here. This one is posted on r/relationship advice by Living Silver 8723. The title is, I, 32 female, want to break up with my boyfriend, 54 male, for a younger guy.
Yeah, do that. For sure, do that. Yeah, full send.
Not illegal, though, Sean.
Not illegal. Technically fine.
What you doing with people just about to get their goddamn AARP discount? What you doing there?
Hey, some people are playing the long game, I guess.
I mean,
I just sent y'all that TikTok of that age gap relationship.
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit was weird.
That was
bro.
crazy. All right. For the sake of protecting both of our identities, I'll refer to my boyfriend as John, but it's not his real name.
Fuck. Why gotta be the old ass guy? I already am like that in real life.
You got an unfortunate name, John, because it is the classic
John
go-to
Doe of all.
Yeah,
it is. I do have a basic bitch name, unfortunately.
I mean, so do we, but
yeah, none of us have unique names.
No,
all very easy to spell, all very normal.
Well,
I would argue about the spelling.
I said.
John and I met at work. He was my office manager for several years.
Yikes.
About 3 years ago, I went through a really rough breakup with my ex, and my mental state was very poor. John could see how upset I was at work, even though I did my best to leave it at home. I didn't really want to be the latest office gossip, so when he started offering his office for me to work in private, I was super grateful. Sometimes he would also be in there, but he would be needed elsewhere often, so I was less concerned about the other type of gossip forming.
Mm.
Over time, John and I grew a close bond, and after a few months, we started going out for drinks and food. I guess you could say we began dating. The age thing was always in the back of my mind, but for those first few months, things were really good, so I didn't think much of it. He was kind, funny, caring, and just seemed like a really great guy. After several months of dating, John made the decision to transfer offices to avoid any conflict of interest or potential problems within the company. Not long after, we moved in together. That's when the problems started to reveal themselves. At first, it was small, stupid things like he'd insist I stop watching my favorite TV show because they were, quote, childish and stupid. I would laugh
But
and
they're
say,
my age, John.
Just because you didn't have TV growing up, John, the technology didn't exist back
hey,
then.
he had
Doesn't mean
TV,
I
it
can't
just
watch
wasn't
it.
colored, okay? It was black and white.
So how are we watching this without cable, first of all, OP?
Where's the bunny
Where's the
ears?
antennas?
What is streaming?
What is this remote control? Isn't it a knob that I turn? What the hell is going on here?
What is streaming? Mine doesn't stream anymore. It's on and off. I would laugh and say he didn't get it because he's old, and we'd make a joke of it. The thing is, he wasn't joking. This became a constant thing, and it began to weigh on me until I just decided to stop watching. Next was my clothing choices. He accused me of dressing like I was in my 20s, like I was trying to attract a younger guy. So I started dressing older and more, quote, appropriately.
How old is OP?
She's 32.
Yeah.
32.
Basically kind of in your 20s.
Yeah, I mean,
Not far off.
he would start making me feel bad about my friends, accusing them of being childish and boring. He would go out of his way to ask them questions about philosophy and politics, and then berate them for not knowing the answers.
This is the Jaden Smith. How come nobody wants to talk about the fucking world economy anymore, or whatever the fuck he said?
My friends confessed they didn't like being around him because he made them feel belittled, which is exactly how he often made me feel. I hardly see them anymore, but I don't blame them for wanting to distance themselves. I used to have a lot of independence in my life, hobbies, friends, and fun. Now it seems all I ever do is what John wants to do, most of which are things I absolutely find mind-numbingly dull. Whenever I push back and try to do what I want, he shuts me down, makes me feel tiny and stupid for suggesting it, often using his age as a way to say, quote, I know better than you.
Ugh. Power dynamics of it all.
Yeah. And that's been my life for the past couple of years up until recently. Enter Mark, the new guy at work, who's incredibly fun to be around.
Go, you need to fucking chill. Stop. There's a larger pool of people out. Stop going on your workplace. That's you know what? This is on you now.
As the HR specialist.
Yeah.
My God.
I can only date within 3 meters of my desk.
Wow.
He has amazing energy, charisma, and bundles of charm. He and I get on like a house on fire. We share a lot of the same hobbies. He's only a couple of years older than me, and he makes me laugh in ways I haven't since I was a kid.
She got a work husband, bro.
I find myself thinking about Mark a lot. I look forward to going to work to hang out with him. I get butterflies in my belly when I'm around him, and I feel a genuine warmth when I'm with him.
She got a work husband for sure.
She don't go out. She needs to go out more often, I think.
Also, saying we get along like a house on fire is the oldest saying I've ever heard.
I mean, she been hanging out with a fucking 50-year-old, bro.
She's adopting the lingo.
Yeah.
She's becoming a boomer.
I just know she got butterscotch in her pockets.
To be clear, nothing romantic has happened between Mark and me, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't want it to. John was there for me when I needed someone. Maybe I'm the problem for not strongly advocating for myself. I've always been a people pleaser. I can't even tell what's real anymore, if I'm being selfish or childish or getting swept up in the fantasy of it all. I could really use some advice here.
One, you're not
Leave.
fucking married, dude. What are you
Yes.
doing? Just break up. Just break up. I mean, you did make a fucking mess out of it by dating a superior, but also maybe you could fucking get him fired for it all. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, just break up. Will your work life be weird? Probably, but that's probably your own fault.
Well, he changed offices, to be fair.
Yeah, they're not working. They're not working together.
Then
anymore.
what are we doing?
That's what I'm like.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be. Also, if he was working there, you shouldn't be afraid of.
You shouldn't be afraid of the implication.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's zero worry about breaking up with this old man. Also, it sounds like he's not that into you either. He's constantly trying to change you.
Yeah.
So not
Well,
a
he's
good
into her. He's
guy.
into her so he can control her.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Like
working.
most age gap relationships. Usually this mind trick doesn't work once you're past 25. That's what the laws say should happen.
Yeah,
And I think the whole power dynamic, that's the whole basis of this story, right? Like
yeah,
even in your relationship beforehand, you guys even got together, she was already your superior. I don't know. Did they say it was like their direct manager at some point?
yeah, something like that.
See, he already had that power over you. And then he threw in that, because I'm older, I have more wisdom, I have more life experiences, blah, blah, blah. And it's scary because this person's already won. Put you and himself in like such a bad light with your friends that your friends began to like not wanting to associate with you. He's isolating the fuck out of you, girl. And not only that, he's like belittling you every way, making you feel lesser than you feel like. Of course, the new guy, Mark, is going to be like the shiny new toy. Stop entertaining inner office fucking relationships. Like, I would first step, for sure, break up with John. It's not the person that you want to be with. Plus, he's going to die soon anyways. Who fucking knows? Run away from him.
He's only 50.
He's not that old.
He's
probably-
only 50.
like, run away from him. He probably can't catch up anymore with his geriatric fucking legs. I don't fucking know, but leave this person. This is not someone that you want to be with. You can't grow old with a person that is already old, which is unfortunate. So, like, yeah, I would leave this person first.
I think to me, it comes to two things. Yeah, office relationships. It's like avoid
It's
them.
weird.
The other thing is, it doesn't seem like you can stay out of relationships. Like you just keep jumping from one to the next, and you.
She
can
did say
only-
she was a people pleaser too.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe
so
just
it's like
be single for a while.
maybe see who you are as a person, get some help mentally, and work on yourself before you hop straight into another relationship, especially when you work with these people, because that's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I would say maybe start getting some hobbies. Start finding new groups of, pools of potential partners.
Yeah.
Because like what the guys already said, work is probably not the best place. You don't want to shit where you eat or whatever the saying
whatever
is.
the saying is, the old
Yeah.
saying.
Whatever those boomers say. Whatever you probably know the saying, OP.
Yeah, stop lighting houses on fire too.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's about.
It's like, hey, we're about to have a party. We're at the senior home this weekend. Let's go. Turn the fuck up.
Playing shuffleboard. Nomi OK 4136 said, "Good grief." All right, number one.
Another old essay.
Yeah, that is true. Number one, you can break up with anyone at any point for any reason. You do not need this or anyone else's permission to leave.
Yep.
Number two, you can always leave a situation that makes you uncomfortable. You do not have to stay just because someone else wants you to. Number three, this relationship is toxic as fuck. There is a reason you should date people your own age, and you are starting to see it. He is highly controlling. Number four, you seriously need to be single for a while. Learn to be comfortable and strong on your own. And number five, don't date people at work. I think most of the things we said. And then another user says, you're repeating the same behavior. Break up with John, get therapy, and learn to live without a man for 5 minutes, which was most of the comments. It was just like, you just keep hopping back and forth between guys. It's not a good idea. Figure out what you want in a relationship and who you are as a person before just jumping into another one.
Jaden Smith says, can we talk about the political and economic state of the world right now? So yeah, that's also relevant. He's very much like John in that way.
Our John loves talking.
No, not our John. Our John is perfect in every way. Don't you ever?
Wow. Even his puns?
Yeah.
Even the way
you're right.
he spells your name?
I spell his name properly. It's Sean.
Whoa, thank you.
That's the first time
That
I've
was a
ever done
surprise. That was honestly a surprise.
Y
Yeah, there it
Z.
is. There it is. I take it back.
OP
See how I
wrote,
tried to defend this boy, and then all he does is hurt me.
I knew. it was by using an
Sean.
There it is.
S. So OP
X.
wrote it.
Why? I knew you bitch ass. I saw your mouth moving. I saw you waiting for that bitch.
OP wrote an edit and said, "Thank you all for your advice. I realize now my problem is with codependency, and the fear of being alone pushes me into these unhealthy situations. I will be ending my relationship with John, but Mark and I will remain nothing more than colleagues and friends for this foreseeable future. I need to learn how to be comfortable being on my own and rediscover myself before I consider entering a new relationship." So, hell yeah. Looks like someone from Reddit took the advice of Redditors and hopefully become a better person.
Not that you're a bad person to begin
but
with,
you know what I mean, like,
improved your judgment, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean bad like I didn't mean improve like they were a bad person.
Josh fucking hated that open. It's crazy.
Damn it. Stop dating old people.
Hey, send that breakup letter using like a carrier pigeon or some shit, what they used back in his day.
Hell yeah. Dude, I feel so bad for pigeons, man. They used to be so important.
Yeah.
Now,
it sucks.
They're just like rats
confused,
of the air.
Fat, yeah.
Dude, it's crazy how like some people really don't believe that birds are real.
Well, they're
But
not.
they're like surveillance for the government.
This is crazy.
Are we gonna get shot?
We have to find a new white.
Fuck!
Oh no.
We can only have one great white, Sean.
We gotta reset our white to factory.
Have you tried turning your white on and off again?
Wait 30 seconds.
We gotta put him over a bunch of rice.
Dry him out a little.
That's his rice purity test.
If you leave them on for too long, they get racist.
Oh my God. I can't wait for the rice purity test.
Oh God.
Hey, we're doing that.
We're really doing that?
Yeah,
Oh
we're going to be doing
God.
that. That's going to be brownies for December.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on to the next one here. Cross-posted on r/Reddit on Wiki by Poppy Fox. The title of this one is, "I'm going to have to break my husband's mistress' heart, and I don't want to do it."
Oh, bitch, do it. What are you
Why
talking about?
Not.
Come on. This is going to be juicy, and I am buckling in.
This was originally cross-posted on True Off My Chest, and it goes like this. "My husband is having an affair. I found out 8 months ago when a text from, quote, Henry said, 'I love you,' with a bunch of heart emojis." Maybe he's just really close with Henry, you know?
Henry sounds like 90 years old.
A lot of octogenarians on today's episode.
Well, I didn't even plan that.
I love you, Henry.
I managed to sync his texts up to our iCloud and have been monitoring them ever since. Even worse, his mistress is also a victim in this. She has no idea that he's married. He told her that he's separated from me and we're going through the divorce process. To his credit, he doesn't badmouth me as a horrible ex-wife that makes him miserable. What a bar.
The bar is in hell, brother.
Such a noble act. He
Oh my
is cheating,
God.
but he never
To
once
his
said anything
credit,
bad about
he's
me.
shit
Not
talking.
too bad.
Maybe try not cheating, you dumbass.
Yeah, that's where the bar should be, maybe. He doesn't talk about me at all. I also think that's because the, quote, evil ex-wife is a classic lie from a cheating husband, and she's smart enough to see through that. I know that usually the wife hates the mistress or at least resents her, but I can't hate her. I love her so much. She has no idea that my husband is a loser, and she's such a sweetheart who deserves the entire world.
You should steal her ass.
Ho, is you Henry?
She sends pictures of the holiday cards that she makes for the people in a local nursing home because the holidays can be such a lonely time for them. She texts him little love poems when he says he's stressed. She asks him how she can help. She's smart too. Whenever she talks about something that she's interested in, it's like a YouTube deep dive, only in text form. My husband loves The Deadliest Catch, and she went on to explain why the FV destination sank. It was fascinating. She also said how happy she was that the tragedy was taken seriously enough to make stricter rules about safety regulations to keep fishermen safe. My loser husband doesn't deserve to even breathe in her direction. I know that I need to confront him and tell him that I want a divorce. I've been putting that off. He wouldn't be man enough to face her, so it would be up to me to break her heart for him by giving her the bad news. I don't want to be the one to make her cry. I just hope that she knows that even though she's lost a cheating boyfriend, she'll have a friend in me. I don't want her to feel embarrassed or ashamed for something that was done to her and not because of her. That's what I'm dreading the most about the upcoming shitstorm.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you should be friends. You've been secretly surveilling her for months. It sounds like,
And you sound like you secretly love her. now.
also that I think you'd rather date her. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could be friends. I would appreciate you telling me for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't. If you told me, yeah, I've been reading y'all's intimate text messages for the past couple of months now, and you're just too good for them. I'd be like, you read all that, huh? You could. I feel like you could have just stopped at the first instance of it being romantic and then stopped. But you've been
You waited
reading
8
this
months?
Perusing.
Yeah. You've been
Yeah.
perusing. You have notes on what I've said and you like it. I am concerned. But yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, you got to just be the one to do it. And then maybe y'all could plan we fucking plan something to both show up and be like,
Got your
try
ass.
and get his ass. Yeah.
This is a John Tucker must die situation.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, I completely agree with Sean. I think 8 months. I don't know if like the 8 months are they just trying to gather evidence? So like for divorce proceedings, which that part I can kind of understand.
That's a lot of evidence. I mean,
That is a lot of.
I've never done that, but like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That is.
Probably know too much about her for it to feel comfortable and it being an equal friendship or relationship.
Yeah. Of some
I'd
sort.
Yeah.
just be weirded out. I'd be like, okay, I thought I was just texting one person. You've been reading it for 8 months. I don't know
Yeah.
if I like that.
Was it 8 months? I actually, I found out 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So
Good on
that
you,
part.
John.
That part is a little crazy to me. Like, but I do understand that it is going to have that. You are going to be in an unfortunate situation that you do have to break that news, but like, you shouldn't feel bad for Henry because like they didn't do anything wrong. They didn't know about the situation. Only your husband should be suffering in this instance. Glad on him that he'll lose 2 people that possibly cared about his ass and let him be alone because he sounds like a piece of shit for fucking one cheating already. So he doesn't deserve any happiness. And the other person sound like they're great people and they deserve to be with someone that is truthful to them and not being shady and fucking going behind their backs.
Yeah. I mean, I get that you're going through a, traumatic, life altering
It's
situation.
life altering. Yeah, your whole life is like flipped upside down.
Yeah. I feel 8 months is unhealthy for you as well as like,
Yeah.
Doesn't it sound more of
you've
an
made a
obsession
relationship
now?
with this person.
well,
Yeah, like-
I meant unhealthy for you to stay with Henry and like not go through the divorce or like separation and also telling this other person because they also deserve to know. I mean, I get that, a few months, sure, like to collect evidence and set yourself up to go through the divorce process. I think you need to take that step soon because it's unhealthy, I think, of both of you to be in this limbo situation connected to this scumbag.
The writing to me was like felt different. It almost sounded like they were OP was like obsessed with the affair part.
Yeah, it was very parasocial in my opinion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like it almost felt like there was admiration. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I can see why my husband is cheating on me with you.
It's
Yeah.
just whenever she was like, she has a friend in me. No, she doesn't.
Nah,
No,
she doesn't know
let's-
you.
You don't exist to her. You
You
know what I
know
mean?
her.
Yeah.
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 And you shouldn't. Again.
That's definitely something you can unpack on therapy because that's almost like borderline, like, I don't know. It's too intimate of details.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I appreciate that she's not blaming her, but it's also like you're taking it to the other extreme of
Yeah.
building her up in your mind. Just let it rip and tell her. And then,
Yeah.
I think get a divorce and then tell her, and then that's your end of your relationship with both of these people.
Exactly. Yeah. No Mechanic 304 said, make sure you have proof that you two are still married and living together. She may go into denial first. Best of luck, OP. That's something that's up to you if you care enough that she doesn't believe you or not. But
Yeah.
um,
Either way, ruin
Yeah.
his life. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
And then this person commented and said, I would read a book where you and the mistress end up together sailing into the sunset while the cheating
Yeah.
husband cries in the background.
I mean, that's what it sounded like kind of towards the middle of it. I'm like, damn, you really love this person.
OP did respond to that and said, I'm straight, so that won't be happening. But I do hope that we can be friends if she can forgive me for not telling her sooner. I don't think you should hope.
I don't think you should be friends. I don't think you should be friends.
Yeah. Like Sean said, you know her. She doesn't know you.
It's too much. The imbalance is too big.
Yeah, it's a little bit odd for me, for sure.
If somebody had done this to me, I'd be like, I appreciate you for telling me. I don't want to fuck with you though. I'm not trying to see you ever again.
Yeah, if it was like, hey, I found out like a week or a month ago this, I would understand if there could be a support system for each other. But 8 months, bro, that's
reading her.
That's
8 months to be like, man, yeah, I just really appreciate the way you break down. You're like a YouTube video, you know? I'd be like, whoa, this is a lot.
Yeah, because she's also going to be going through it, so she probably won't be open to a new friendship at that moment. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Also, low fucking bars. Like, oh, at least he wasn't talking shit about me behind my back.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Holy crap, that is nuts.
All right, let's move on to the next one. Cross posted by the goat, riding giraffe. On our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki. The title for this one is, my boyfriend asked me to pay him back for the rent he covered while I was unemployed, and I'm honestly shocked.
Will you say that again?
Damn it, it's so long.
Sorry. I'm so sorry.
My boyfriend asked me to pay him back for the rent he covered while I was unemployed, and I'm honestly shocked.
Yeah, that's pretty shitty, I think.
Was there a conversation beforehand that, like, you know, things were split evenly? I think if there was no conversation had and it was just assumed that you were going to pay for everything, I don't know, because it's different if they're like boyfriend and girlfriend as opposed to like married, in my opinion. But we'll see how it goes.
So my boyfriend and I have been together for almost 5 years, living together for 2. We have a pretty solid relationship, get along well, support each other, and he's generally a great partner. They're both 30, by the way. Just that was in the title. I forgot to tell that. We both live abroad, in brackets, not in our countries of origin. We earn roughly the same, and we split all the bills 50-50, rent, utilities, groceries, even dates, with the occasional one where one of us treats the other. Now to the issue. At the end of last year, we both quit our jobs to travel for 6 months. When we came back in May, money was a bit tight for both of us, but we figured finding new jobs wouldn't be too hard. He found a job almost immediately. In the meantime, I took on dog sitting and babysitting gigs while I kept applying for jobs. I kept paying for half the rent, bills, and food through May, June, and July. Then in July, I got 2 job offers. I accepted one and declined the other. But a few days later, the one I accepted fell through, and by the time I tried to get the other one back, they had already hired someone else. Which is why you should never decline the other one before the other one goes through.
I'm signing papers first. What you mean?
Yeah, exactly. It was a really stressful setback. By then, my boyfriend offered to cover half the rent, saying not to worry about it, that he's got us.
Mm-hmm.
I was super grateful as it allowed me to breathe a bit and focus on finding a job. He covered rent for August and September, while I still paid for my share of groceries and other expenses. In September, I finally started a new job, which I love and am very happy with. Then, last night after dinner, he brought up the topic of rent and asked when I thought I could pay him back.
Nope.
I was completely caught off guard. I honestly never expected to owe him for that. I thought it was something he did out of care and partnership, not as a loan. I told him that if the roles were reversed, I would never ask him to pay me back for something like rent. It's a basic shared living expense, and I'd gladly cover if my partner was struggling. He said that he mentioned expecting repayment when he offered, and if that situation were reversed, he would have taken any job to be able to pay his share of the expenses instead of being, quote, picky like I was. And in brackets, I wanted to find a job in my field, and I didn't apply to any service positions, for example. That really stung. Of course, I'll pay him back since that's clearly what he wants, and I don't want to make him feel like I'm taking advantage of him. But honestly, this whole thing has me really question the relationship and what partnership means to each of us.
Mm-hmm.
I've always been independent and paid for my own things, but the fact that he sees helping me in a tough moment as a loan instead of support feels off.
Yeah.
It made me wonder if we're really on the same page about being a team, and it's starting to feel like a deal breaker for me. I don't know if I'm being unreasonable for feeling this way. What would most people expect in this situation? I'd really appreciate some outside perspective.
No, you're not being unreasonable whatsoever. The moment someone says, I got you, that is like a telltale sign of like, you don't have to owe me shit. It's like when you go to homies, right? Like, hey, we're going to eat out. We're going to like, pay for a tab. It's like, hey, bro, I got you. Anytime you say that shit, don't expect anything back. Like, it'll be afterwards saying like, oh, hey, I'll get you next time. The fact that conversation was like, there was never an indication saying like, hey, I can cover for now. Would you mind paying me at a later time? To me, that's fine. Like, that's an understandable ask. But the fact that there was none set and he trying to take it back, say, well, I did set an expectation you're going to pay me back. No, bitch, you weren't clear about that communication. If you wanted to get your money back, say like, hey, take your time, but is it okay if you pay me back in the future? That's fine. But you didn't. So that's on you, buddy. Like, I could completely understand why she's not comfortable about this.
Yeah, I mean, 100% agree. I mean, it's crazy in any aspect to be like, I got you.
Yeah.
And then ask for, I got you is, I'm absolving you from this responsibility.
Don't worry.
You know what I mean?
It.
Yeah. He said both of those things, actually. You're right. Yeah. He said, don't worry about it.
That's 200% guaranteed right there.
Then why am I now worrying about it 2 months later is my thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, not the asshole. Not that that's a thing.
I mean, today. It's not a Friday.
We're changing the show. I'm taking over Mondays too, guys.
Here comes the great white again.
No, I agree with you guys 100% though. And it's not like OP was being lazy. Like, they were taking up side jobs, like still paying groceries, still paying utilities more than most, I think, in the situation. And it wasn't like a crazy long time. It was 2 months.
2 months.
And then, like John said, it's like dinner. You know, your friend says, I got you. You say, I got the next time. In this case, the next time is if your partner loses their job, you're there for them, which is, I think, just expected as a partner.
Yeah.
Unless otherwise conversed, like, hey, I can't, afford rent all by myself. Can you take on a service industry job for now, even though you're not comfortable with it while you apply?
But he did quite the opposite. He did quite the opposite of that.
Said, nah, I got you, bro.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry about it. It's like guaranteeing me twice, bitch. And you take it back? No takesies, backsies, asshole.
Yeah, finders keepers.
Gave her the dude bro guarantee.
I think I would break up.
Same.
Yeah, I think so too. Or at least have a serious conversation about what this partnership means to them, because I just can't imagine being in that situation and then coming back and be like, all right, now you owe me. Like, no, that's just what you do for your partner, in my opinion, anyway.
If anything, not only is this kind of like, I mean, money is always a big topic when it comes to relationships, but also the communication style is very much lacking. If you can't clearly state what you want and the terms of our relationship, like, how can I have like, and this is one of the tough ones. And like, the fact that you can't clearly say what you want and what you need from me. What am I going to do with this information, buddy? So, this is bad.
It would be one thing if OP was like, just did not try to get a new job and was just like, for months, just in like on the couch or watching TV and like, okay, I can understand frustration on his end being like, okay, I did say I got you, but you actually have to try. But that's not the case here. You know what I mean? And Sweet Potato asked, have you two talked about long-term goals and what you both want? Are marriage and kids something you've talked about? OP responds and says, we've talked about it. Marriage and kids are both part of our long-term goals. I have to be honest, though, since we've always kept our finances separate, we have never really sat down to discuss what would happen if one of us lost our job or got sick. I just assumed the other one would jump in to help and support, since that's how I would operate. And that's what I would expect from my partner, too. So, I mean, there is that possibility where that's a conversation you guys have.
Mm-hmm.
And how he responds to that might determine whether you want to stay in that relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Because, that is a big thing. Where it's just like, finances are also a part of the relationship that you have to consider.
Big part.
And then Razzle Rain said, I would pay him back and have some long thoughts on whether I would want to continue the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Wish you the best of luck, OP. We'll move into the next one here. My favorite subreddit. r/wedding drama.
Wedding shaming. Oh, wedding drama.
Wedding drama.
Yeah, they're similar. Yeah.
Wedding something.
Yeah. This one is posted by Jewel Loth. And the title is, I wore white to a wedding. Shame me.
Bitch, we about to. We about to once we hear the details.
I'm the bride. All right, bitch. Why'd you delay? Why are you posting?
I'll spoil a little bit. I wouldn't have picked a story if that was the case. So,
This is the mom or the ex.
Oh God, that's crazy. So in 2011, I was 20 years old. My cousin was going to get married in September. In June, my aunt, who was obviously coming to the wedding too, told me she went for dinner with the bride-to-be, her husband, and her parents. She then reported to me that the couple has chosen a total white wedding, groom included. I asked her several times if she was absolutely sure of it, and she was positive. We proceeded to go shopping, and she bought me a wonderful white dress, very simple, no shoulders, long and flowy. Some months go by, and it's the day of the wedding. We're all at my aunt's house, my mom and other relatives from abroad, and I'm the only one dressed in white. I kept asking, but why aren't you wearing white? And my aunt didn't want to. My relatives didn't know about this. We arrived to the wedding, we enter the church, everyone takes their place. I am the only fucking person dressed in white in the whole reception of the wedding.
You leave. You have to leave. Right?
You get out of that. Yeah.
You get the fuck out. You get a dress and then you get back to the reception.
Bro, was
you
she
don't
set
stay
up?
there.
Was she set up by the aunt?
Also, you're 20. I get it. You might, I didn't go to a lot of weddings by the time I was 20.
Yeah, you take the advice of an adult. I can understand that.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm the only fucking person dressed in white in the whole reception. People are looking at me and talking about me. I was mortified, on the verge of tears. My mom wanted to take me shopping last minute, but it was Sunday in a historical little city in Italy at 11 a.m. Everything must be closed. Plus, my mom was very tight on money, so I decided to endure the humiliation and stay in the white dress.
Ooh.
You didn't have like a sweater?
You got red wine just spilled all over you.
Yeah, at that point, it might just be better
in
to
a bucket of wine.
At that point, it might just be better to show up in jeans. You know what I mean?
Right.
This was the most humiliating thing that had ever happened in my life. I made amends with my cousin just last year, and she said she didn't even remember anyone dressed in white. Bless her. So that was the story, but there are a couple questions here. New Crow said, did you ever confront your aunt about why she lied to you? And Opie said yes, but she never admitted she was wrong, LOL.
But she bought the dress, right? Right? The aunt bought her the dress?
Yes.
So this other commenter said, your aunt did that on purpose, 100%. And OP commented, I don't think she did. I think what happened was that at the dinner, the couple told her they were thinking about making it a total white wedding. She got the information and never thought about asking for updates later. I was not in contact with the bride at the time. She's not a first cousin of mine, in brackets. So I had to trust her. I was young and naive. I still think
she didn't wear white.
Yeah, I still think she's an asshole for not updating you later on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Nah, the aunt set you up, bro. I would be fighting her.
Oh my God. That's actually insane.
Dude.
Yeah, so I mean, the only shame to you, OP, is that you didn't just leave and, change, but it's also not your fault that you were put in that situation.
And they didn't even sound like they were particularly close, huh? Like
that was his second cousin, so.
Yeah, so I would have just, I wouldn't have endured the embarrassment for like those hours being looked at. The fuck?
No, I'm just going to go chill in Italy for
I'd be staring daggers at my aunt. As a matter of fact, I'd be like, bitch, give me your dress.
Yeah.
Fuck you mean?
Yeah, actually, there we go. That would be the only thing.
Give me your fucking dress. I don't care if this is like smaller or larger. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to be here looking stupid. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I got my last one here before we hit the amazing Underbaki segment. This one I believe was originally posted on either Twitter or Threads. Yeah. And it was posted by Elisa Ray. And the title is Invited My Dad Wedding Dress Shopping.
Okay.
So coming right off a wedding story, I thought
could be good.
Appropriate.
Could be wholesome, right? Is this like is this how I taught my kid how to tie a tie type situation, Hallmark movie type moment? Because I could cry.
Oh.
Okay. Guess it's not. Damn.
I shook my head for audio listeners. All right. So I invited my dad to a wedding dress event where all dresses are $150.
Damn.
The event starts at 7 a.m., but lines can form at 4 a.m. Well, my dad just called me and said he brought a chair and is the first person outside the building already waiting.
Hell
It's
yeah.
2:55 a.m.
Hey, Dad's a trooper.
He said, I'm buying that dress cheap. I don't give a shit.
Hell yeah. As you should.
But yeah, that's the story. Little wholesome one I thought I'd throw in at the end.
That is wholesome.
Oh, that is nice.
And Carnegie Hall commented below and said, "Sir, you can't form a line yet." To which someone responded and said, "One man is not a line."
I'll do whatever I
Yeah,
please.
don't tell me what to fucking do.
But that's like us. That's like me and Sean fucking pulling up 3 hours before a barbecue place opens up.
Worth 1,000% worth.
They were like, "Hey, we're gonna get there in like 30 minutes." I'm like, "Boy, don't you worry. I got a seat waiting for you
I
already."
got this. And then someone else commented and said, "As a dad, lording over the family with the tales of how many hours you've already been up, priceless. I'm jealous."
Hey, 150 for a dress though, man. Those things
That's
go for
crazy.
thousands.
Thousands
Yeah.
and thousands.
Nuts.
I mean, good on you for getting there.
I'll be first in line too. Fuck.
Imagine Opie's like, "I'm not even engaged. I just want to get one for when it happens."
For 150, I'll buy you like 5 of them. I don't care. One of them's got to be good by then.
Exactly.
Get that shit altered.
Yeah.
It's way cheaper than buying a new one.
True.
All right, Wikimaniacs, welcome to the amazing Underbaki segment. Rate that date.
Oh, baby, let's go. Been a
One.
while.
All right, so we're going to play Rate That Date, where we share online and listener submitted dating stories and rate them on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 means it was absolutely awful, while 5 means it was the best date ever. If you want to share your own dating story, new or old, go to Cultivate Discord and DM Alex.
Ooh, they said it was this. These are all personal stories.
Could be. I don't think either of these ones are, but we have done personal stories before. in this segment.
Okay.
So if you want to submit your own, contact Alex on the Discord.
The goat.
Do it.
So date number 1 from OP Holiday Quality 856. I don't know if there's a title for this one, but it comes from r/dating hell.
Gotta be a 1.
Oh, that's gotta be less than 1.
I thought about not giving you the subreddit, but then there wasn't a title, so I was kind of stuck. Here it goes. I FaceTime a guy last Tuesday. We went out last Thursday, and I ended it after our 3rd date a couple days ago on Wednesday. So we really only knew each other for less than a week.
3 dates though in a week.
That's speed dating.
Yeah.
I find out what I don't like about them real quick. Things moved kind of fast, and he seemed pretty clingy, but I thought it was good that he's into me. He would be passive-aggressive over text if I took more than a few hours to respond, saying things like, "Oh, I was going to send out a search team," or "I guess you don't check your phone that often." I don't love that, but it's hard to tell if it's passive-aggressive or if I'm reading into it.
That's passive.
Yeah, it's pretty passive.
Have you seen that SNL skit where they're doing like a looks like a Netflix documentary about like husbands murdering their wives, but instead of murdering their wives, it's them being like lost and confused, thinking their wife went missing, but their wife is like, one is like, "I told you many days in advance I was going to my sister's for the weekend." And another one was
Jesus
like,
Christ.
"I literally went grocery shopping." Or the other one was like, "I was in the bathroom for 30 minutes. And it's all the husbands being like, moving shit, throwing stuff around. "Where is she?"
I don't know where she is.
Yeah.
It has given me that a little bit. I had this weird gut feeling. I'm not sure why, but I never felt totally safe or at ease with him. I think that's red flag number 1.
That is
Yeah.
very much red flag.
You
Always
should be
trust
at
your gut.
ease.
Yeah. I've gone out with guys who became boyfriends who I knew instantly whether or not I'd feel safe alone with them, but I never could with him, even though he was nothing but sweet and romantic. He gave me flowers and tucked me in blankets and hand-fed me and brushed my hair behind my ears, that kind of thing. He volunteered for soup kitchens and a Make-A-Wish and just loved helping people. I don't know why my gut was telling me something was weird or off, but it did. He seemed kind of too good to be true, and even though on paper he's a saint, my gut told me something was just kind of artificial, or like his good deeds were to compensate for something. Maybe something unpleasant. After a couple weird comments on date 3 that rubbed me the wrong way, I knew it was over. He said, kind of out of nowhere, that he might have multiple personality disorder because he's, quote, evil at night and just doesn't give a shit about people anymore. And he's so different. What the fuck? He was also holding my hand at one point and said, oh, I love holding your hand, but I have to stop. And I said, oh, why? And he replied, because I break things. Jesus.
Edgelord.
Hey, yo.
He also swerved on the road, and when I said, hey, what's up? He said, oh, I just avoided a bump. All good. And then after that, swerved 2 or 3 more times. When I said what's wrong, he pretended he didn't hear me. It was over, and I couldn't wait to get home.
Hell no.
I texted him it was over, and I sent a polite and well-thought-out message that would not make him angry or anything, and he sent back an essay. Thinking it's cruel, thinking I'd leave him. He can't let someone who likes/love him slip away, and he wrote a song about me. Quote,
Wrote a song? It's been a week, bitch. What?
Wrote, quote, felt like forever because I hope we can work on ourselves to be together or something like that. I don't know. This is weirdly written. They say we went on 3 dates and one was a movie date. We barely know each other. Also, he barely asked me any questions. I'd ask him questions and he would never return them. My coworkers know more about me. So, rate that date.
-5. And my God, this guy sounds like he would kill somebody.
Yeah, he sounds pretty unhinged.
Yeah, I'd be pretty worried. The swerves, not great. The multiple personalities out of nowhere. That just sounds like he's an edgelord. I don't know if he has multiple personalities, but maybe to diagnose. But yeah, I think the combo of those two things back to back is enough. And then the triple knockout of the fucking I wrote you a song.
That is wild, bro.
And the I don't feel safe around him is
that was like the first feeling. If that's the first feeling you've had about someone, you have all the right in the world to be like, this ain't it for me.
Yeah, it's one thing to feel nervous going to the first date. It's another to, especially on like the second and third date, still be like, I don't know if I could ever be alone with this person.
I feel unsafe.
This is fucking, you're giving Ralph Wiggum meme right now. I'm in danger. And you might have been. You might have been.
So I think that's probably a 1, right?
Yeah.
I'm giving that shit a negative, bro. This would have been a Dateline goddamn episode.
Yeah.
Post the song. I want to hear it.
No. I don't want our IP address getting tracked by this fucker.
All right. Date number 2 is coming from a Guardian article. This is by Jane Clinton, and it was posted on October 24th, 2024. The actual article, I believe, is a bunch of different dates. The article is called His Teeth Flew Out of His Mouth and Landed into My Spaghetti. 10 First Date Horror Stories.
Spaghetti.
I want to hear that story. This one's not that, spoiler, but it's
the fucking pasta's al dentures.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
good.
That's crazy.
That's a good one.
Pulled that and skinned my teeth, Sean.
You could just take the win sometimes. You don't have to continue.
I can't.
This one was written in by Allison, and the title is He Suggested a Hike.
Murder.
And it's written in third person because it's not Allison. Like Jane is writing the story.
Okay.
So it's a third person, just so you know. So Allison had been chatting with and messaging a man for a few weeks and decided to go on a date with him. However, she stressed that she was on crutches after a surgery and would not be able to do anything too active.
He suggests a hike?
He needs to take one.
When he picked her up, he suggested a fun surprise, which turned out to be a, quote, short hike to a monument. After about 1 kilometer, and this is a quote from Allison, after about 1 kilometer, my crutch slipped, I tumbled, my leg was in a full brace, so it couldn't bend, and I landed hard on my other side. My wrist was throbbing, and I had tears in my eyes. He said to me, I thought your profile claimed you were athletic. And told me
I've been a crutch! What are you talking about? What a dumbass.
And told me I should return to the car while he finished the walk and took a photo of the monument so the day wasn't wasted.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Yo.
Allison adds, 30 minutes after he dropped me off, he texted me a selfie at the monument and said, and he said, he thought I might want to see what I missed out on. My friend said dryly, you dodged a bullet. So rate that date.
That's a
dude.
1.
Holy
That's a 0.
shit.
I mean, honestly, the hike, I think if somebody was like, surprise, a hike, I'd be like, bitch, take me to a restaurant. What are we doing? Either take me to a restaurant or take me fucking home. Ain't no way. I told you I'm fucking, and you see my leg brace.
Like,
in what world do you think this is a good idea?
I also told you that I was injured before this. You could have planned something else. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not
Surprise.
that hard to pivot.
Well, she can't pivot because she's on a leg.
No, she's on one leg.
She pivoted hard on her other side.
It's
As a matter of
crazy.
fact, she tumbled her way down.
It's so insane to be like, go back to the car. I'm gonna go to the monument still.
That is wild.
And then the selfie.
Send the selfie.
This is
after.
what you missed out on.
I would have called the Uber. I said, ain't no way I'm riding back with this guy.
Holy fuck.
I would have let his car. I would have let his car one get towed or fucking get jacked. At that point, I'm like, I don't give a shit, bitch.
Key
you
it.
got me fucked up.
I will say it's a funny story.
It's
funny.
hilarious. I feel
He
bad
is
for
a
Allison
stupid
though.
piece of shit.
So rate that date, boys. What do you think?
Dude,
1.
0.
It's gotta be a 1, right? That's terrible. It's a different
my
kind
God.
of 1 than the other one.
This is a funny one.
This is a funny one.
Right?
Yeah.
The other one was a scary one. So at least he's got that going for him.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Dating must suck so bad, man.
This is big. Like, oh, I'm cold. Well, if I give you my jacket, Jackie, then I'll be cold too. What the?
Damn, Jackie, I can't control the
I
weather.
can't control the weather.
We can't both be cold.
That is it, Wikimaniacs, for this episode. What did you think? Let us know down in the comments below. If you like us, give us a like on YouTube, subscribe, and rate us on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Boys, is there anything you want to say before we close out the episode?
Oh man, if you want Oscar-worthy performance from Josh and Sean there, check out our Patreon and YouTube membership because we dunked on a guy and it was giving. It was giving a lot.
Douchebag Josh came back.
Very much douchebag.
It was giving tree.
But yeah, good call out, John. If you want to check that story out, patreon.com/cultivate podcast network, or click join on our YouTube membership program to get that extra story, as well as bonus stories every episode. John, anything from you?
You say John or Sean?
Sean.
You said Sean.
Oh, okay. No, that's
The second brown.
I got so confused. I mean, Reddit on wikishop.com. Always got to give a shout out to Reddit on wikishop.com. All the merch we've ever done is up and available.
Go check that out for sure. With that, I didn't prepare any merch messages or anything, so we're gonna end the show there, which is good because I have way less time to edit it this week as we're heading to Toronto in a couple days. Super excited for that.
The show that went so well.
That went
No hitches.
excellently.
I definitely didn't panic and get naked.
Sean got banned.
Wait, Sean, question. We're going to be up there for like 3 hours on stage. Are you going to take a piss mid?
Oh,
We'll see.
because this man can barely keep his bladder on for
An
1
hour
episode.
and a half of recording, yeah.
We'll
That'll
see.
be like 2 back to back. That'll be crazy.
Maybe I'll just be
Dude.
parched.
You're just
I don't know
going
if
to have
that's an
dry
option.
mouth the whole time.
I just won't hydrate that day.
We'll take a 15-minute break for Sean.
Intermission.
Yeah.
Maybe we could do that. Would love a break.
Yeah, we'll just do a performance, Josh and I.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
do
fine.
a Tuesdays real quick, and then I'll be right back.
We'll just get
we're
Nancy
just
to
like-
replace you for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Then she'll replace me for the whole.
Yeah, then
My
the
career is over at
the
that
rest
point.
of the show, actually.
They were like, wait, we like her way more. Actually,
The better half for sure.
She has way better takes.
that's all true. Honestly,
She doesn't have the perm, though. That's the only thing.
we can make it happen. She has great hair, though.
All right, Wikimaniacs. Thank you very much for coming and listening to us today. Thank you, John and Sean, for giving your takes. We'll see you on Friday. in person.
Later.
Bye.